who should have a revocable living trust? So again, a revocable living trust is the best way to avoid the probate process. And so the question becomes, who wants to avoid the probate process? A lot of people have had really bad experience with probate. Someone either contested the will, or there was no will, or they had difficulty with the courts. So anybody that wants to avoid probate should use a trust. Now, who should specifically really be looking out for this? So there's a couple of different categories that I look for. First of all is assets that are owned outside of the state that you live in. So I'm in Texas, so anybody that has a house in Texas but also has a vacation home in California or Colorado or Florida, they are people that should be looking at trust, because what happens is when they pass away, they're going to have to do a probate in the state of Texas and in a state wherever there is real property. And so you're talking about multiple probate proceedings. That is ripe for a revocable living trust. Also, people that have a business. If you have, say, an LLC that is controlled by you, and you have payroll or vendors or anything you have to worry about what happens to that company after you pass away, that is somebody that should also look at revocable living trust to ensure that there's a smooth transition from the time you own the company to the time that you've passed away and are transferring that company to somebody else, and ensure that there's no break in the company. There's no gap where you can't access accounts to make payroll or to pay vendors. And so those are kind of two big categories of people that need a revocable living trust. But again, many people do a trust just to avoid the process of probate.